bienvenue, welcome once again to another live stream. I'm really pleased to say that I've got my, how should I put it, team with me, my esteemed team with me, the four horsemen of the egg, the Entrepreneurial Genius Group. Without further ado, I want to pass you straight over to Sandra Dee. We'll tell you a little bit more about what's happening tomorrow.
Well, awesome. Great. Hi, everybody. Yes, I'll introduce myself real quick, because we're not going to have a lot of time here with you today. We want to tell you what we're doing tomorrow, but we'll give you a little taste of what to expect. So you'll see that I've been nicknamed the Charisma Coach. Just kind of went with it because that is kind of what I do. So I help people show up powerfully and charismatically, whether they're in person, from stage, through the camera, doing social media, and that overlaps with Gareth, and it overlaps with Sandy, and overlaps with Lee. So everything that we're going to bring to you tomorrow in our special masterclass is going to be able to really empower you to get out of your own way, I sometimes say, and really blast off your brand and your personality and your mission and your purpose into the stratosphere. And that's what we are here to do. We're here to serve you tomorrow, and we're going to have just 1 hour with you, but an extra 30 minutes of Q&A, and that's where the gold is. So this is what I've been saying in my messages to people. Stay for the extra 30. That's where you get your money's worth. And the joke is, yes, there's a fee. The fee is enough to maybe give us a trip each to Starbucks. There's a reason for the fee. We're going to explain it tomorrow when we start the class, why we're charging such an extraordinarily low amount for this masterclass. But let me leave you with one charisma tip today. Okay. So body language is one of the 4 elements of charisma that is so crucial to helping you show up powerfully and well. One of the things that people do when they want to make a lot of likes, they want to get a lot of likes. They want to get this validation that comes from being in social media and seeing the likes go up. It's an addiction, a lot of people will say, and that is so true. But the reality is, it doesn't matter how many likes. It's a matter if you're doing your videos for your business, we're talking about making money and expanding your brand, then it's really about connecting to the people that you most want to attract to your business, that are going to be elevating your business and creating a life that you want, right? A life of abundance. And so showing up, how do I put this? Not cutesy, especially girls, but showing up powerfully is really important. And one of the simple things that we do is to be able to keep our shoulders down and back, because here's what happens. A lot of times girls will walk into a room or they'll start a video and they'll go, "Hi, everybody." Hey, some guys can do it too, right? That hi. See my shoulders up to my ears? Instantly, this takes authority away from me. If you simply start up going, hey, welcome to my live stream today. It's great to see you guys. I want to invite you to our masterclass tomorrow. That has so much more power. The only thing that I changed was keeping my shoulders down. Little subtle things like that can really send a message to your audience that you know what you're talking about. And you do know what you're talking about. So why shortchange yourself? With a little bit of body language tips, you'll be able to conquer any kind of fear as well. It makes me feel better if I'm not putting my shoulders up like this and closing myself off, and it makes me breathe easier. There's so many things that come into play when you use your body in a more efficient way whenever you're communicating through the camera in person. And so now I'm going to turn it over to Sandy. Let's see, where am I going now? I'm going to Lee. We're going in the same pattern we're going tomorrow. So Lee Tunney-Ware, I'm going to go to you. Tell us how people can get out of their own way.
I'll keep my shoulders down. Mindset, everybody. I know that's the language people's used to. I do set in mind. But when we talk about it as in elevating your business or your brand or you, it's important that you are you. So what stands in the way or what feels in the way of you being you? Because you're not going to be an influencer. You might have, 500, 5,000, 50,000 followers on LinkedIn, Facebook, X. But are they followers or just followers? And what's the difference? If you're not being you, they ain't going to follow you. It just means they've connected with you. You're just another number. And it's more an ego trip. Oh, I've got 50,000 followers. Are they followers? And if you don't keep your shoulders down and bring you to the game, they won't be. Yeah, because an influencer isn't somebody that just shows up and, reads from Alter Q or got their little notes. It's somebody that steps in their power and isn't afraid to show who they are and what they stand for. You're not for everybody. The same as like if you go to a good Italian restaurant. I know people don't like good Italian restaurants. They don't like Italian at all. They don't like Chinese. They don't like Indian. They got a Pacific taste. And if you don't show up as you, nobody's ever going to see you, which means you're not going to be their taste. So your mindset can get in the way. The saboteur, the procrastinator, the overthinker. And all that's doing is you're pulling from the failure toolkit. Yeah, you're in two minds. You're trying to fake it till you make it, which so many people used to say. I mean, it was a good book by Susan Jeffries, but yeah, the fake days are gone. AI's here. I mean, you could have real good fake. And that's why bringing you to the game is so important. In these times, it's never been the right time up until now. Now AI is there. Soon there's going to be AI influencers. And I'm not being funny, seriously. Can a computer deliver better, more authenticity than you? What is it? What's your unique superpower? Well, my job is to take away all the barriers that might be standing between you and your greatness, you and your influence. Whose life are you going to change? Whose life can you change? But if you keep hiding in the shadows of your drama and trauma and karma and armor, we won't see you. Nobody's going to see you. And then when they do see you, the next stage is, what do you do? What's next? It's all right if you keep your shoulders down, do all the right bits, bring you to the game, but you can't make sales. I mean, yeah, what do I do next? And it's not next. It's just if you're authentic and you're serving, not selling. That leads me very nicely into my wonderful friend, Sandy Hart. Sales of Integrity. Over to you, Sandy.
Thank you so much. It is such an honor to ride with these four horsemen that are sincerely here to bring you through to your ideal client. It is the absolute truth. If you are not selling, you are not serving. And if people are not investing in their future, their vision, they're stopping playing small, this truly is the place to get out of your own way, to really create the impact that you're here to make. And if you're not selling, you have a hobby and people are not paying attention to you. It is just the absolute truth. People must invest into their vision, into their future. And we, as a cumulative society of servant hearts, shrink away from the word sales because we feel like we are sleazy when we ask somebody to pay for our services. And this would be back to the shoulders and hiding our heartfelt service from the world and standing proud and standing tall and stop playing small. The ego screams in our ear, you're not good enough. Alex Hormozy, who has risen to this incredible place in the world as a true influencer, says, the top people in the world all share the fact that they feel like they're not enough. Stop me in my tracks. I don't know if that resonates with you, but you're in the room with the four people that are going to call you out, raise you up, put you forth into the world as an actual influencer who's going to change people's lives. Because why else are you here other than to make the world a better damn place? And I'm sorry for cussing, but it's the truth. We watch people shrink. We watch people hide. We watch people tell stories. And you've got these experts all here to say, hold up. Here's how you just step up and step into your superpower as it's been spoken. And sales are the bridge between your ideal client's present reality and their promised land. And everything you've done, everything you've learned, every bit of education and experience is the bridge. You are merely the guide who takes them across that bridge that you have built with blood, sweat, and tears to their ideal outcome. And I'm so glad you're here. And I'm so proud to serve with you with these three incredibles. And over to an obsessive who will call you out in the best, most loving, sincere way, authenticity exonerated, Gareth Wax.
Well, thank you so much. I'll have to take the halo off before I can actually make my way into this little square. You've already seen that we've got some excellent people here. Sandra Dee Robinson will help you look it in the face it off, and be your true, authentic self. Lee will stop you from stepping in your own path, get out the way, and not put up with any of your trauma, drama, llama, or harma. And of course, Sandy Hart will tell you how to actually take your words and turn them into real money. What I'm going to do is make sure you show up properly on the world's largest international business database, LinkedIn. But there are so many things that LinkedIn keep providing and pushing out that they don't tell anyone about. And my job is to make sure you know them first, because my obsessiveness leads me to focus on all those little changes. I'm going to give you all a swift tip right now that will make the difference about gaining people's trust from the get-go. Most people put in pictures of themselves, either in black and white or looking to one side or the other. They often have full-length pictures. The only way to grab someone's attention and start building that level of trust is if they can see your eyes and your mouth. You need to be facing forward in color, because that's the way they'll really interact with you. Remember, you only get one chance at a first impression, and you want to maintain that. So facing forward, smiling with a plain background. I'm going to really upset a lot of people here. You don't need to spend a fortune doing it. Mine was done in the kitchen of my old house using a camera used on my phone. And you can do that. If you want to get those exorbitantly expensive headshots, go for it. But you don't need to on LinkedIn. It's very low resolution. And also, please keep away from the hashtag hiring roundel or the hashtag available or whatever it's called. Don't put them on unless you want loads of recruitment consultants knocking at your door. If you're an entrepreneur, you're probably not after that. There's that hashtag hiring or hashtag, I don't know what it is. Keep away from them unless you are looking to employ people. And one last tip is make sure that your banner states categorically in short phrase, that's not a long, complicated thing, in a way that everyone can understand in 3 seconds what you can do to help others. Now, we're doing this thing tomorrow. I cannot wait. It's going to be an absolutely wonderful time. And the reason why is you've got 4 people committed to their trade to help you make more of what you are. So if you are at X, you'll be at X plus 50% by the end of it. Now, this is not the end of the story, however. At the end of August, we're running 2 days. And on those 2 days, there'll be 4 one-hour sessions on each day. One after the other, each of us will have 1 hour to themselves. We're going to talk to you more about that at the end of the session tomorrow. But tomorrow is all about getting a snippet so you can build that trust in what we can provide you. And hopefully you want to carry on that journey. But as Sandra Dee said so clearly, the absolute meat, the wonderful stuff that's going to make you think this is really where you need to be, is in the after hours. In the last one, we had some amazing people there, absolutely blown away by the fact that they were suddenly getting something they hadn't really warranted. They were getting more than they bargained for. What I'm going to do is play you right now a little bit of that reactions. I would call it the testimonials, just a couple ones from last time. I hope you enjoy it.
I've learnt so much from 4 real experts, and to find 4 real experts inside one screen over an hour is an extraordinary privilege, and it's been a huge benefit to learn from these 4 great minds.
I found actionable items that will move my business forward starting this afternoon, just from this introductory session from each of the 4 speakers.
I was writing down basically, well, everybody was superb, and there is so much to learn. I would say that, first of all, what I'm so detached about is the LinkedIn. So perhaps this is unfortunately the stress I'm going to make. It's on LinkedIn. Forgive me, everybody. Posting the same content, which I have been thinking about and I've been trying to work. Now that has given me the answer to do it.
I cannot possibly summarize all of it, but my mind is buzzing with all the amazing gold I got. I've got a pile of notes here on mindset, charisma, sales, integrity, and LinkedIn, and I've got shitloads to do. Thank you so much for this amazing session.
Well, it's. I couldn't put it any better than them. Any last comments from any of you guys just before we sign off?
I love the shitloads of gold. I mean, does it get any more real? It's just that real. It is fun and fiercely true and authentic gold that is coming your way. So 17 wee tiny US dollars is the most ridiculously low. However, investing in yourself and your future is very important because that is part of the psychological investment in your future. And yes, can't wait to see you all there.
I've got to say, just before we go, we've had some people, including from HIM influencers, HIM influencers, it's been actually putting a running commentary, very lovely running commentary all the time. Our mind can be very powerful. We just have to use it to the best of our ability. And never was a truer word spoken in jest.
And on that, Gareth, as well, one of the things that can get in the way of influencers, entrepreneurs, people that can carve a new path is they get on this learning journey, this certificate journey. And it's easy to know if you've got loads and loads of certificates. I was on that journey myself. Yeah, and we think it's a learning journey.
Yeah.
What's different about us is we've done the learning, so we can put you into learning. We're going to rub out that first letter of learning so you actually get practical tips that enable you to accelerate forward on the outside, but also remove some of the barriers on the inside. If by chance you're thinking or overthinking, should I, shouldn't I, that's a sign you should.
Yeah.
Because you can come to us tomorrow night, yeah, and all the link, the stuff where you can sign up is going to be below, wherever Gareth puts it. But the bit is, what gets in the way of success is that thought, the inability to make the decision to have success. If you're overthinking, you're in failure. So as soon as you see this video or the end of this video, go to the link, it's in the comments, click it, and we'll see you tomorrow at, 10 a.m. Pacific time and 6 p.m. Irish UK time. Over to Sandy, Sandra Dee, sorry, and then I think we're out.
We're getting ready to sign off, and I'm just looking forward to serving you all tomorrow. That is really why we're here. We're here to take what we know and pour it into you. The small amount of money that we're charging is really, I'll explain it. We'll explain it more tomorrow at the beginning of the session, but it's really just kind of, as you would say, a stake in the ground. It's just
we will see you all tomorrow. Be there. We look forward to talking to you and to serving you. Until then, bye-bye now.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everybody.